What's up, y'all? My name is Breon. Okay, and today's topic is how to love your manliness. Let me say that one more time. How to love your manliness. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, y'all. Anything that I'm going to talk about is something that I personally experienced, and I'm just going to be raw with you. When I take my little sleeve up like this, what do you see? What do you see? A little skinny, muscular arm, right? You look at this thing and you're just like, man, this guy is puny. Now, I'm 24 years old, just so you know. You know, I'm like a skinny muscular, but my arms are small. To me. Well, they actually ain't that bad. But anyway, the point is, y'all, how many times we gotta keep telling ourselves that we're just not perfect? We are not perfect people. Okay? You're always gonna see someone that looks different. Okay? And so the thing I have is my body. We see other people, and it's because of how people put people on pedestal. This is the way you should look. You should be muscular. You should be this. You should be that. And you begin to dissect yourself and you realize that you don't really have those qualities. So then you begin to be insecure and very, very, very self-conscious. And you begin to look at yourself as an ugly person. A lot of people feel, because I don't really hear a lot of men talk about their insecurities, and maybe because they feel like it makes them less of a person. No, it doesn't make you less of anything. If anything, it makes you more of a man if you can be willingly to say, you know what, I have insecurities. I may have one of those days where I'm feeling kind of ugly, and that's okay. It's not just a woman kind of thing. It's or a female kind of thing. Males can go through this too. I'm a male and I'm going through it myself. So it has to be something true with it. But you end up saying, Breon, I just can't help it. I just can't help it. When I see another person, I get intimidated, or not just intimidated, or I just feel insecure. I be feeling like, man, I wish I could look like that. Maybe if I looked like that, people would want to talk to me. People would want to follow me on Instagram if they knew I'd look as good as that person does. And my advice to that, because that's a very, very, very deep thing. And for myself, I would say I have learned that I'm a very multi-dimensional person. If you ever go to my Instagram, which is @BlackGoku2013, you look at me right now in camera and you say, this guy, he's alright. But if you go on my Instagram page, you'll see that I look different. I look like I'm some sort of model. And it's because of the pictures that I take. And I kind of look at myself as being a multi-dimensional person. My mom gave me that word. And because I was telling her, sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, is that me? Is that really me? I'll have some in denial tendencies with myself because I don't believe that's who I am, but that's me. Even the ugly parts, that's me too. And so it's called being multi-dimensional. So that's the new word I'm giving to you all. But yeah, if you check that out, you'll be amazed at what you see. But that's just how you have to look at it. You're not one person. You are many different people in one. And I'm not saying personality disorder. So that's just how you have to kind of look at yourself. And one, if you really, really, really want a body that bad, if you really, really wanted that bad, then you would make a priority to hit up the gym. If that's what you want to do, if you want to get swole, that's okay. Go to the gym. But I will also tell people that you should do it for you and you shouldn't do it for no one else. You shouldn't do it to try to seek out attention. That's really, really, really bad. To do it just to try to get attention from other people who really don't care about you. you want to live, as a man, you want to leave this world with a strong purpose. You know, you want to be remembered for something great. You know, you don't want to be remembered as someone who followed the next person to try to be like them. No, be like yourself. And and just because your first reason to even want to work out and to be buff and to be swole, uh, is to be the next hot thing or to be the next big thing. Just because you want to do that does not mean the perspective behind it can change. You can still want to do that, but just make it for you. Don't make it for them. And when you make it for you, you're going to do it at your own timing whenever you feel like the need to do it. And that's how I am. I would love to be a little bit more swole. At first I wanted to be bulky like a lot of people, but I was like, no, I like my thinness. I just want to tone up a little bit more. I want to bulk up a little here and there. My chest and everything. I want to bulk up a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, yeah. But we also need to look even deeper than that, gentlemen. Okay? Because just because a person looks buff and look a little swole, and I'm not even just going to talk about that too, because there's a lot of stereotypes with, oh, they must have pretty eyes. They must be light-skinned. They must have some good hair. Even though I have a really interesting texture of hair. But who cares? That doesn't define anything of who the person is. To me, there's so many different, deeper sides to me. And I think I'm okay. I think I'm decent. And I don't even think that's giving myself enough credit just to say I'm okay, I'm decent. You have to tell yourself, man, I look good. I don't care how dark I am. I don't care how black I am. I don't care because I make the best of it. I'm going to use what I was given and make the best out of it. It's mine. It's no one else's but mine. So I'm going to do the best I can with it. That's all I can do. So we cannot waste our time and our energy on this pettiness. There's so much more to life than worrying about what people think about you, how you look. Like, my voice is going high because it's crazy. So, like, I know I'm kind of just jambling around, but y'all, like, we really have to get together. I just don't want to go through my life allowing this petty thing to get the best of me, because this petty thing has gotten the best of me. It has changed my moods, it's dictated my happiness, and that's just not enough. And I don't know if a lot of men go through this, but for the people who are a little bit more sentimental, who are a little bit more mental, and not mental in a crazy way, but just they really use their brain, you may be that person that kind of goes through it. Or you could be that man that goes through it and you just don't, own up to it, or you're afraid to really speak your emotions because you're afraid what people are going to judge you or whatever. But, who cares? You need to express yourself. You're a human being. That's what God put men here to be speakers and to talk and to express and to, put that point across. So, people, just love yourself, okay? For myself, I am a person that likes to do a lot of things. Like I said, I'm very a multi-talented person. I have the knack for singing, dancing, rapping, drawing. I actually made this t-shirt that I'm wearing. And I'm going to be wearing different t-shirts that I've made throughout these videos. I know you probably can hardly see it, but I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z. And I made me a comic book strip of a manga. I'm talented. And I own up to those things. Because I'm not just a body. I'm not just a face. I'm so many different things all in one. I like to talk about topics like this. I like to talk about things about food and the things that are bad in our foods and stuff like that. I love to act. I love to sing. There's so much treasure inside of me. And so my advice to you is to dig into your treasure. Figure out those things, those qualities that make you a great person, and own up to it. Add that to what you already have. And own up to what you already have. Love yourself and start talking good stuff about yourself. Don't listen to other people. People are going to talk about you. People are going to look at you as less than. People are going to walk right past you and go to that person who looks like that. But guess what? Guess what? We don't live forever, people. We do not live forever. So, if you want to be that shallow, be shallow. But I'm about to live my life, and I'm about to enjoy every bit of it. And you better do the same. That's all I got to say. So, I'm out. This is Breon. I ain't got no words to say. I'm dropping my pen. You know how people say drop the mic? I'm dropping my pen because I said some good stuff. Peace.